Okay, Maria back with another video. I know I said I wasn't going to make any more videos, okay, but last night was pretty rough, okay? Was slept off and on. I had a hard time relaxing. I just kept, I guess the impact of all of this is like, it's really, I mean, it's bothering me before, but the more I think about it, the more disturbed I get. Like, you know, I make these videos and I'm very disturbed by like everything that surrounds me. Like I realize, that I'm in a town where, when I call like, the law enforcement, I get the run around and you contact people like Harvey Hall and Jackie Sullivan, and they're just sitting there, twiddling their thumbs, and the weird stuff that goes on with employers here, and the lack of cooperation that you get, the hard work you put in, very no recognition for what you do, all of it. It is just absolutely mind numbing, and when I think about, Piggy's family and their, um, as well as my family, their weird, warped sense of entitlement, I just become disturbed. Now, mind you, they can't do anything to me. They manipulated my employment somehow, right? And you got these weird freaks like Mary Landucci and stuff like this involved in it. But at the same time, it's just like, God, I feel like I'm dealing with people who are just sick. It's just sickening. It's absolutely sickening. And I kind of relate it to people um, who fought similar battles, and struggles for their life, in history. It's disturbing. It's kind of like, imagine like everybody being infected with a kind of like, everybody's like zombies or everybody's like a monster, and you're the only person who has the ability to see correctly. I mean, and I'm sure there may be people in this town who can see correctly, but they choose not to, or they just turn a blind eye or whatever. Um, that's pretty scary. So I'm having a lot of delayed reactions about that. I've never liked Piggy's family. I've always thought that something was not quite right with them. And then the more I think about it, the more disgusted I am by them. And I keep thinking, oh my God, what the hell are these people? Um, that's just sick, man. That's sick. And all along, I have been so fixated on just trying to keep, a roof over my head. And um, my voice is really, really dry. Hang on. Um, I've been so fixated on just trying to keep, a roof over my head and go to work and do the daily task of, what I'm supposed to do, that I never really had a lot of time to really stop and look around me and like really. But I mean, I must have sensed it because I knew I hated going over to her house. Like I hated being around her. And when I saw pictures of her family, I thought that they were just like eyesores, basically. Um, it's kind of weird, which your subconscious picks up on, but you can't really clarify. It's just strange. Anyway, yeah, that's some weird shit. And then, my family being brainwashed like that, and the fact that, I was raised under the same roof and didn't come to the realization that, I was a black sheep for a very long time. These people are evil people because I was a sweet little girl. I really was. I was a sweet little girl. You can't convince me of otherwise. I mean, I was sweet and a cute little kid. They just a bunch of unhappy, evil people. But still, I just, my mind's blown. And with that being said, I feel like, You know, I was tempted seriously today to just not go in again. The girl who was supposed to do the workers' comp audit, she had to reschedule, so she's coming in today at 3. And I know the secretary has to start payroll, and I'm a firm believer. I'm very, respectful of other people's time. I don't want to create issues for anybody. I'm respectful of her flow, like meaning, she's got her workflow. I'm not going to sit here and turn in my time card late or anything like that. I always try to work in a way where nobody can say, "Well, you did this, you affected my job." So it's not just that, man. But I know that I'm really exhausted. Like seriously, if I had the financial support, I would probably go off and just leave this job and rest for at least a good month. I would. But I just don't have the financial means to do that. Okay, I don't. I mean, I've been off and on with work, and all these people have just been screwing my shit up for the longest time, which that's terrifying enough, because you're dealing with people who are insensitive, people who are unable to empathize and really just don't give a shit, right? So, the only person who is thinking about me in this situation is, of course, me. And, anybody who was somewhat halfway decent in my life have been convinced that, hey, you know what, she's doing the right thing, so just keep fucking her life over. It's sick. It's so beyond sick. So, yeah, I mean, it does. It affects you. It does. I'm really trying not to get in the habit of making videos and focusing on this so much, but maybe that's not such a good idea. Maybe I need to talk it out, somehow or another. It's by just going to bed last night, my brain just started like processing a bunch of stuff, and it was just like, I can't tell you how disturbing it is. Yeah, I was thinking about Karen Johnson and even people like Esther Gooding and stuff. I mean, I can't trust the legal system to try to, create a lawsuit against people because, like when I was in Lancaster after the farmer's place, these people were convinced that, I was deserving of this bullshit, probably because they were manipulated by this mind control. So it's deep. I mean, it's very deep. And so, you're left thinking, well, where do I turn, I'm basically having to try to state it myself. And I'm serious. I got timelines. I'm telling you exactly what happened. And I'm just like, damn, this is some crazy stuff. Crazy. I don't want anything to do with Piggy's family. I don't want to acknowledge them in any way. I'm not acknowledging my family. I'm just trying to pick up my pieces and doing the best I can. I might somehow arrange an extra day off, maybe next week. I don't really want to do that, but I would like to just have like maybe 3 full days of bed rest, and see how I feel after that. I know people are thinking, gosh, that's a lot of rest. I can't tell you how much this has wrecked my mind and my body. I mean, like, I'm like literally, I'm going through some sort of exhaustion, and I never even realized that stuff like this could exist. Like, I thought, I've heard of people going, like rich people, rich celebrities, who work, back like in early Hollywood times, like the 1940s and 50s, who, sought medical care and just stayed in like a resort or something because they were just, exhausted, right? And I kept thinking, how does somebody get exhausted? I mean, you go in, but I'm not a celebrity. I'm not liking myself to a celebrity, but I'm thinking, okay, celebrity people have a lot of responsibility. They got to remember their lines. They're traveling a lot. I'm sure their friends are turning on them like left and right because now they're like celebrities or whatever. So they're dealing with a lot of like little mental traumas on a daily basis. So as an adult, I see that, okay? Now, like I said, I'm not a celebrity, okay? But, I get more attention than I really want. I got people I don't trust, and yeah, you got these assholes at your workplace who are being, belligerent fools, and it can it can wear you down, So as an adult, I fully understand exhaustion. I do. I'm experiencing it, and it's something that, as a go-getter, a person who used to get up early in the morning. I used to get up like 4, somewhere around 4 in the morning, to get to work when I worked at organized sports, only to be dealing with bullshit, And then I'd come home. It was quite a commute, And for years I just been running and doing what I could to keep a roof over my head. And it angers me that, of all this time I've been like beating myself and doing everything I possibly could, and I get nothing for it. And you get these people that come into the workplace and they get like all kinds of shit, and they just, they get free passes to be basic assholes. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on in the world. And now I'm in a situation where I just think this is goddamn fucking ridiculous, and so in order for me to even try to get myself out, I have to pull myself together and get enough energy to do that. And I'll tell you, it's goddamn exhausting. It really is. So I think I've said just about everything I need to say. It's almost 6. Well, it's not 6 o'clock yet. I'm going to get up at 6. I can't really sleep. My brain will not shut off, but I will be back. Maybe I might just go ahead and just say, you know what, I'm just going to have to forget taking a hiatus, and maybe it might be better if I do talk about things. I don't know. I need some sort of outlet for sure. So it's just kind of hard. I mean, I get tired of harping on the same shit all the time, but I don't think until I get out of here, I'm not going to be well. And I it's very important for me to not see any of these people, have anything to do with these people, drop these people, leave Piggy behind, all of it. It's just, I'm tired of looking at these people. I am. I'm sick of it. So anyway, the only person I will be bringing into the future is my son, and that's it. Everybody else is just gone, and there is I don't feel any sadness. I don't feel any emotional, attachment or conflicted in any way. This is something I truly need to do. It's the best thing for me. So, wrapping up this video. Have a wonderful day.